You're listening to Brigade Radio 1.
Welcome to the Antisocial Show.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming to get you.
Here's your hosts, Underblock and Tyson Sater.
Hi, Hunter. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Not bad. It's time for another October special, this time for December of 2022.
Yes, it's been such an odd year for Antisocial Show. It's a very odd year, but it's, you know what? It's okay because isn't everything odd this year?
Quite a few things are, in fact, odd, yes. One of the things that, of course, we've been toying around with, anybody who's watched the previous two October specials know that I'm having a bit of fun with AI art lately.
Yes.
And also AI art has become very, very controversial within the last 30 days or so. There's a lot of controversy surrounding it.
Why is that?
Well, people are talking about how it's going to put regular artists out of business, or, which is, it's a valid concern, but I don't think that the way it's being utilized here is necessarily putting anybody out of business, because what this is just, I'm not making, for the purposes of the October specials, I'm not making, I'm not saying a verdant landscape with, purple trees, clearly an alien planet, something like that, and I send it off to an artist and then they storyboard it. I'm not doing that sort of thing. You can do that sort of thing, but what I like to do with it is to put in a weird prompt and see if it can give me what I want. So, for example, Pee Wee Herman as the Terminator. What would it give me? So,
I got to see this.
Here's the first one. I mean, so that's the thing. It's not the Terminator necessarily, but it is trying to approximate Pee Wee Herman, and it's taken 3 different stabs at it. If you notice, there's some kind of I have a cold too, by the way.
Well, that looks to me, that looks like first of all, that looks like some kind of creepy psycho nut job going on right there in the foreground, and then secondly, you have P, and it looks like. Yeah, he looks psychotic, and then you have P the Hammer. It looks like
it does look like, or the Undemamer, who knows? Because I made this one, I think, also in November. And by the way, the stuff that has been coming out of this program, this DreamStudio, has improved dramatically as far as its quality. So that's something to look forward to. So then there's a bunch of these. So here's the next one. Not really Terminator exactly, but an interesting, what looks like kind of a little bit more like Sid Caesar in a leather jacket, I think. It's an interesting...
It has a 30s feel to it, like a 40s feel.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Okay, so there we got kind of Pee Wee Herman. We got kind of a robot arm here, and we've got red eyes.
So it looks like he looks like an alien.
Actually, there's a see now from a distance. I couldn't tell that there was any separation between the whites and the. You put it back here, and it just looks like the red glowing eyes. But yeah, meanwhile, there's the robot. There's a regular hand, and then there's what looks like a robot hand there. So that's kind of weird. And I don't even know how to describe whatever this configuration of his clothes are.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
Well, you see how he has his Well, he has a suit. His gray suit is buttoned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he's wearing a white shirt. And it looks like the tie is supposed to be red, right?
Sure.
But what it looks like to me is, when you're playing Fortnite and you put 2 things together, sometimes they'll bleed through. That's what that looks like.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Okay, so let's see. There's this one. Again, still not the Terminator. Like it doesn't really understand what the Terminator is. It does have. There's this kind of like it's trying to figure out some sort of cyborg. It's melding. When it melds stuff together, that's when it gets really interesting. Like this is almost
It
like a
look
phone or an adding machine, and then you get closer, and it's like, oh, it just breaks down.
it looks like a hair straightener.
Oh yeah, yeah, like a hair iron type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Oh, okay. It's not the Terminator, and it's barely Pee Wee Herman. It actually
Right.
it's kind of more like sort of like Boy George or Scott. Um, Scott. Well, why can't I remember his name from Kids in the Hall? It'll come to me. Um, but also a little bit of Mark McKinney. Uh, like Chicken Lady. Hi, Chicken Lady. Kind of. I don't know if you ever saw those sketches. So,
Mm-mm.
but there's like metallic stuff here. So like it's getting there. There's oh yeah, and this glowing thing here, which kind of looks like a lava lamp maybe or an energy field, and then this panel here.
Not so much PB Herman or Terminator.
No, actually no. So like with the well, this doesn't work if I put my hand in front of the screen. I can't cover it with anything, but there's some element of like Giovanni Ribisi there a little bit, but like and also somebody else. So yeah, I don't know. Well, okay. Plastic kind of looking. He's got a gun.
Got a gun.
It's got abs, I think.
Yep.
And then
Do
like
his
so I think this is a thumbs up, but it also looks like an extra like he's holding a flesh colored grenade or perhaps a bottle of Tabasco sauce. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, this one.
ah! Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah. By the way, Pee Wee Herman has probably one of the best Instagram accounts as far as the stuff he puts on there.
I'll definitely have to follow him then.
These are almost like little lightsabers or something. I did a lot of Star Wars content too.
Coming out of his hands.
Ah!
What do we got going on here?
I don't know. It looks like we got cocktail shaker and maybe some palm trees.
Whatever that is.
This is like a staircase with a lone figure at the top, and then there's a house over here. It's all kind of impressionistic stuff. But meanwhile, I think he's singing like Brazil, but his mouth is kind of jacked up a little bit, just a little bit. And also, I don't know what that is. That's like a truncheon, or who can tell? Who can tell? I think that's the last one of those. So, do you want to see some of the Star Wars stuff, or do you want to go? Like, did I ever show you any of the Star Wars stuff?
Mm-mm.
Oh, got it. Not even from the first time around. Okay. Though there will be Santa Claus stuff. Don't worry, folks. There, in fact, you know what? Real quick, I think I can give you a little tease of, starting with Christmas on Mars. Just don't get too excited. uh, okay.
Looks like Johnny Five on Mars.
It does kind of, yeah. Also, like really kind of like almost organic and whatnot,
Uh-huh.
but nothing like necessarily Christmassy.
No, unless you're Christmas on Mars.
Yeah, this one, it's pretty, but
It's pretty. No Christmas though.
no Christmas. See, now this is the kind of thing like I get these images by accident, because what's it going to do with a prompt like Christmas on Mars? It's not descriptive necessarily, because the idea is I'm letting the I want to let the computer figure out what it's doing, because it just gives me horrendous looking things, but also very cool looking things sometimes, like a lot of those Wizard of Oz landscapes. This is pretty cool too. Also, not really Christmassy, maybe with the red and the white. It's hard to say. Um, I mean, it's cool looking. I wonder how many how many Mars prompts will give you something with like a person standing on Mars. It's hard to say. And then this one,
Okay. Looks like you got like a big wad of bubble gum sitting on top of a rocket ship.
it's almost like Marvin, the paranoid android, but with no legs, just sort of
That too.
floating around. The version from the Hammer and Tongs Hitchhiker's Guide. So that's the end of those. Yeah, so yeah, not necessarily very Christmassy or anything. So, what was I saying? Saying something about Star Wars? Oh yeah, I'll show you some of the Star Wars stuff that we never got to from the first session because I was experimenting with prompts, just trying to get anything that would be kind of like just to see what it'd give me. So here's Star Wars Episode 4 in the style of MC Escher. What's it going to give me there? Ooh.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, yeah. Don't know what it is, but it's all right.
Looks Star Warsy.
Yeah, there's still something kind of like concept art Star Warsy about it. And there is also something kind of Escher evocative, but not like not as much as say like this sort of thing, the isometric view with multiple angles going on here. But I mean, like, what are the at a glance, it's like, are these people? What the hell is that? Oh, okay.
It does look like a person. Several people actually. Well, his leg.
And you see how
crushed by a door.
Yeah, and it looks kind of 3D-ish, but like also not. There we go. Sort of multiple, like many staircase kind of things here. Some impossible architecture. That's usually pretty fun. A random lightsabers thrown into a repeating landscape. I didn't know that Escher did landscapes. I knew he definitely definitely didn't do lightsabers. And then that one. Don't really have much to say about that. It is
kind of looks like a bird face.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like right.
Like that stuff?
Yeah, like down and over.
Yeah. Oh.
Down.
Like here?
Right there.
Oh, yep. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, each of these are slightly different. Yeah, none of them are exactly the same. It looks like these are pretty similar to each other. Anyway. That's the last one. So I think it's kind of like R2-D2 there. Here's some more like, with the straight lines and the shading. So the style, a lot of it is the style in the sense of like, definitely worked in black and white a lot. Definitely did geometric shapes. Definitely stuff like that. But as I've said often, it's what it doesn't get right that also is sometimes as interesting or so. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so the prompt I used for this one was Star Wars with 1,000 dead clowns.
1,000 dead clowns?
Yeah, because I mean, like,
very kind of like gothy, twisty,
And also, is it going to give me, what's it going to give me? Is it going to give me a high body count? Is it going to, how much Star Wars am I going to get? What of those in that description is it going to give me? That's all right. So that's the first thing.
All right.
Yeah. So we got like we got a Wookiee here, and then we got a Wookiee here. Then we got something that looks like it's like Chewbacca, but also Darth Vader.
Right.
And then
Chew Vader.
And then we got like, well, sort of Luke and sort of Han in like, especially in this face. This is like a large part of this face is Han. And then there's like Luke and also I think a little bit of Princess Leia. And then meanwhile there's a clown.
Just a random clown.
And also you can see the writing is funked up here, but it's
look by Chewbacca right there. What the hell is that? Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. What is that? I don't know. Could be friendly. It's hard to say. Could be not.
I don't even know what to make of that.
Right? So, well, you got your lightsabers. You got your red and your blue and then your green, and it's being held by a stormtrooper for some reason.
A really bad mask that he got from Wish.
Oh, yeah. Well, they all got Wish.com masks. Look at that. This one looks like almost like a gorilla or it's like Kratos, kind of like God of War Kratos, who's got the tattoo of the red, whatever the hell. I could be misremembering that. And
Chewbacca's got one hell of an overbite.
Oh, with the hair, yeah,
or underbite.
But meanwhile, why is this hair? Yeah, And that one, I mean, this really does look like a version of like Harrison, like you can see the Harrison Ford in it, and then the mouth is all messed up, and then, well,
I don't even know what the hell that is.
it's a half-formed idea of a face. Oh, meanwhile, what the hell is going on here? Is this the back end of an animal? Why are there planets made of yarn?
Right.
Why is there a lightsaber coming out of part of a droid? You know, it's why are there anything? What about these things with no discernible heads? Or is that, we don't know. We don't know. We have no idea.
Very disturbing.
This one's just kind of weird. So now it's decided to put a lot of people on screen, but there aren't any clowns that I can see. Oh, wait, maybe. Here's one. Maybe. Got the tuft of red hair, and then like that there. It's kind of a clown. You can also see how it kind of blurs out as you get closer, which, is going to happen. But like, yeah. And none of these, by the way, this is all gibberish. You get close to this, and it's just nothing. It's not words. It's like a dream. It's literally like going into a room in your dream and being like, something's not right. There we go. More clowns.
All right.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. Warriors. This is actually, some of these actually look pretty cool. And then you get a little closer. It's like, okay, good eye. Oh God. What is that? A mouth is an eye? What the hell? What are we doing there? Why the Muppet ears? This is blue lightsaber. Another clown makeup. Oh, that's got to be Han because he's got the oh wait, that's not a blaster. It's almost like a tiny droid on the end of something. And there's usually multiple Chewbacca's, by the way. There's usually multiple Wookiees in these images. That one's kind of cool too. That's like a stormtrooper, Darth Vader, I don't know, dog with tiny black eyes. So actually it's a little bit of Chewbacca as well.
Actually, looks like that alien. It looks like the alien from Star Wars, the one with the black. Remember, he was like one of the fighter pilots. He had the black eyes, and he had like that weird looking mouth.
Can't remember his name, but he had gills. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember. I used to know these characters' names too. By the way,
in fact, he was flying in the Millennium Falcon with
Lando.
Lando. That's right. Billy D. Williams. Please don't kick my ass.
Lando Calrissian.
Yes, Lando. So, and they were obviously going to attack the Death Star. So, in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, at the end of Return of the Jedi. Spoilers for Return of the Jedi, a movie that is almost like 50 or 40 something years old now.
Yeah, actually, I'm older than Star Wars. No, I'm older than Return of the Jedi. I was 6 years old when it came in theaters.
I'm older than Star Wars, than A New Hope. I was 3 years old when it was in the theaters, and I saw it in the theater. Oh, boy.
That's not right.
I know. And meanwhile, we got like, it's kind of Harrison Ford, but it's also kind of Damon Packard, kind of Andy Kaufman. There's something going on there. I wonder if Damon Packard knows that AR knows what he looks like.
I don't know.
This is, yeah, like, I can't. Also, anyway, all right. Ah, oh my.
Okay, that's just screwed up on so many levels.
Yeah. Meanwhile, really interesting looking spaceships. Sort of a deflated, kind of grumpy bullfrog looking kind of stormtrooper.
And whatever the hell those are.
Whatever the hell all these things are with the weird faces and the teeth. Also, this one looks like it's part of that, but it could just be because it's similar color to the other stuff.
That one, the bottom one with the red, like with the gun with the red beam sticking out, looks like has a mouth full of fangs.
Oh yeah, mouthful of fangs too. That's gonna be a recurring theme.
All right.
Again, Harrison Ford. Green lady with an egghead.
Yep. She looks amphibian.
And then Wookiee, and then hair everywhere. Just hair, Wookiee hair. Got a two-headed stormtrooper, kind of. More ships. And that's the other thing, too, is these shapes are kind of like the suggestion of these things. Like at a distance, you just go, yeah, that's a ship. You get closer, and it's like the details break down. Kind of like in nature.
Mm.
You get your Bob Ross paintings where it's just kind of purple smudges in the background, but if you stand far away enough from hills, they do kind of turn purplish and they do just look like indistinct smudges. That
True.
it's weird, but yeah. Hey, this one actually got the logo correct, and very little else.
Okay. That Wookiee up top looks like Jeff. Is it Jeff Goldblum from? Yeah, right from The Fly.
Oh, Brundlefly?
Yes.
This one up here?
Yes.
Huh. I can't. Okay. Well, I can't zoom in on it in a way that I can get that into center frame, but I see it there.
She looks like a lifeless clown.
Kind of. Yeah.
That's a Wookiee Jedi.
This Wookiee looks as though he's his hand, it looks like he's touching the lightsaber blade there. So you notice the shape of the borders here of the images. I don't know why specifically I need to point that out, but it's weird that it's kind of symmetrical. Anytime there's symmetry, I find it interesting. Or something that looks vaguely symmetrical. Because now, one thing I noticed is I got a lot of doubles when I was doing the stuff for tonight, and also I got things that were like, it looks like doubles, but if you click between them, you can tell that they're just slightly different in some way. But a cursory glance will be like, oh, that's the same picture. So I had to go through and make sure that wasn't the case. Again, just so many Wookiees.
Yeah, it's like Wookiee Fabulous.
Sort of Wookiees, though. I mean, this one has like green or yellow tongue. Well, it looks actually pretty well good. This one, again, with the Vader mouth and blue something kind of teeth
and blind looking eyes.
Why is there a lightsaber coming out of this person's head? Well, what's going on here? There's this ship down here that kind of looks like Cloud City. Sort of. Well, actually, it looks like the front of an Imperial, I think, cruiser. I'm not sure. Very strange. Okay, that's the last one in the Star Wars and 1,000 Dead Clowns, when it tried to give me what it thought I wanted when I asked for that.
It's funny shit.
Yeah. Some of them are pretty funny. So here's might as well do this one. Santa Claus as drawn by in the style of Frank Frazetta. Are you familiar with Frank Frazetta's work?
I am not.
Okay. He's got a specific kind of art style, so let's see how it did with that prompt. Ooh.
Okay, very demonic.
There's
it
like
looks like a demon hand holding a package.
Yeah, it does. Very much look like the demon hand. That's right. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's like is this a hand? It's like a Muppet hand grabbing something here, holding that up. Like we don't know what that is at all. And then there's little bits of.
No, actually, it's a hand. So that's, I guess, meant to be his hat, but it's kind of like it goes into like his leather gloved hand.
This bit of beard seems to be going the wrong way.
Yes.
All right. It's
sure.
Santa with, it looks like maybe a whip cracking it. Maybe hailing a taxi cab. I'm not sure there. Seems to have an extra hat stuffed here, or they think he has a tail that looks like the hat. And by the way, there's an extra palm on his hat up here. Palm here, palm there. Get closer. I don't know. Genie's floating in a cloud. I have no idea what the heck that is.
It looks like he's slapping the
There's a gravestone back here. Looks like.
But he looks like he's holding, like he could be like holding a gun in his jacket.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the heck is going on there. And the moon and some trees.
Oh my god, I almost have to leave the room. Oh my god, that was great.
Something vaguely. So he Frank Frazetta tends to do like fantasy art, like barbarians and barbarian queens, and like, lots of swords and sorcery and fleshy bodies and whatnot. So I'm guessing that's why we're getting the shirtless muscle men here.
Oh my god.
And meanwhile, Santa's just kind of looks. This is the most Santa-looking Santa we've had so far, I think. Although,
Right, with a gun in his jacket.
yeah. Well, there's that. There's.
he, he
Oh my!
looks like. Oh my
What the hell is that? Is that an extra leg coming out his side, or is that an
Yeah.
arm?
It's an extra leg.
So there's trim here, no trim here, and then he's grabbing something there. Maybe an angel. I don't know. Oh, it does actually look like it's the wasp. He's got the wasp. Uh, and then meanwhile, it's being pursued by people with weapons. No, I don't know what that is. Could be helpers. Hard to say.
Okay, now this is very dark and like gothic right here going on.
Looks like also holding a whip
Yep.
or something, or perhaps a cat o' nine tails or something. It looks like part of a old phone or something. I don't know what the heck that is. But the trees and mountains look. Oh, well, the mountains and okay, some are trees, some are mountains, some are both. Those look interesting. All right.
There's a hand coming out of there.
Oh yeah,
a package.
there's a hand with the package. Yeah, and then and then other hand, and then
Looks like two fingers coming out of that way.
oops. Yes. That's okay. Oh, then extra trim here and trim. Like it's trim is all over the place. Like you can't decide if it's part of his clothes or if it's snow. Oh, lots of
Okay,
palms.
looks kind of normal.
Sure. Really muscular leg there.
Yep.
Reindeer. That's cool. We haven't seen too many of the reindeer come up, so that's neat. Huh. Oh, looks like he's about ready to sing.
Okay, now we're getting into like something kind of more normally.
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda.
Except, well, I guess, yeah, we could pretend that this leg is going down that way. You get a little bit closer, though, and it's like, the hand's starting to look a little messed up. Like, what?
Like they can't figure that out.
Well, yeah, it does have trouble with hands. That's kind of become a meme. I can't. Hands and faces are things it has trouble with. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's pretty normal, too, but, like, not sure what, like, there's nothing. I don't see anything overtly weird. So that actually kind of works. As far as like by itself, that could be a postcard. I don't know. And then I think one more. Yep. And then, well, yeah. Now he's got the. I don't know what that is. And it's a star and a reindeer or partial reindeer shaped thing.
Yep.
Maybe. A candle. Boots.
Yeah, that's a candle.
Okay. And then that's it. No, and he's nothing there. So that's Santa Claus in the style of Frank Frazetta.
I'll tell you that one was friggin' hilarious.
Well, if you like that, you're gonna like
God.
Santa Claus and Cthulhu.
Let's see.
All right. That's the first one.
Okay.
Santa Claus and Cthulhu. So it's like a tentacle going on there.
Yep. And a green arm there.
Yep. Oh God.
Oh God is right.
Oh no. Oh, it's gone horribly wrong.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Looks more like Krampus.
It does. I also got some Krampus ones as well. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little normal.
Santa Claus and Cthulhu. Like they're posing, but like
He has no hands.
Yeah, there's that. There's that. I don't see a Cthulhu, but I do see some green here. I see Santa Claus and I see another Santa Claus maybe. Not sure what's going on there. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, there's Santa Claus and a little green guy with Cthulhu-esque kind of stuff. I could see that. So that's like a little anthropomorphic Cthulhu. I don't know what that is.
Tentacles.
I guess so.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's Cthulhu with a Santa hat and a belt on the hat. And then another Cthulhu looks like on its shoulder,
Possibly.
possibly.
Okay.
I don't see.
Three-legged lady.
Oh, yeah, she's got 3 legs. You saw that right away. Okay.
Mhm.
His buckle's like way up there. Or maybe that's where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be. I don't know. It looks like, yeah, and then they got some ornaments here, which are nice details.
Bearded lady.
Oh, well, there is that. Um, yeah, that face didn't really come together.
No.
Yeah, Santa Claus and Cthulhu, sure.
Sure.
That's pretty funny looking. They look,
Looks like two snakes.
yeah, they're about to, like on the caduceus or whatever that medical pole is.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
It looks like Cthulhu's arm is like wrapped around him, but then his hand is green. So, Santa Claus.
This might look good on a
Nice.
coffee mug, perhaps.
Actually, that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
Sell them as like Christmas time.
yeah, pretty much. And just leave the text as it is,
Yep.
because why not?
Because why not?
Like goes its boar, whatever. Um,
Finger puppets.
yeah.
Whatever the hell that is in his hand.
Oh boy, there's like a medallion there, maybe some kind of ancient cursed artifact. Here's probably some tentacles here, and then
It looks like some lady's throwing up in the background.
like behind him, like she's bent
Yeah.
over, throwing up behind him.
Yep.
Okay, I was trying to figure out which way she was facing. Santa Claus in a tree, and then like an arm coming out of the back of his head. It looks like, and then something going on there. And then meanwhile, the star is kind of odd looking, but then also there's this tiny, what is that? Santa Claus, a nutcracker? I'm not sure.
Santa Claus in the hood.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. There's like double belts happening. Also,
Yeah, I don't know either.
see, I just realized that the lower half of this Santa Claus is kind of green and tentacly.
Like he's like that's basically like his. You got his upper torso, which looks human, and then you got his lower torso, which is basically Cthulhu.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. Oh Lord.
That's great. Now that's definitely Krampus.
That is definitely Krampus. There's some definite Krampus vibes there.
Okay.
What's going on with the hand over here?
It's kind of like he's petting his like pet, whatever the hell that thing is.
Oh, there's definitely kind of like octopus-ish kind of stuff going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ick. There we go. And then finally, there's that one.
It's like they're saying Merry Christmas.
Ah, ho, ho, ho.
Ho ho ho.
Whatever Cthulhu would say. That's pretty cool. It's like almost like an iron-on or something.
That's pretty cool though. Oh my god, that is still that one picture was like the highlight of my Twilight.
Which one?
Oh my god, Santa Claus with holding two guys up in a park.
Oh. Speaking of Krampus, I put Krampus in to see what I would get. Would you like to see some Krampuses? Krampusi?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the first one.
Okay. Got some horns going on there, and
Yeah,
kind of like
it's got like
troll,
3 faces. I'm sorry, what?
kind of like troll-esque type.
Yes, I could definitely see that. Furry, it's got horns. It's kind of what I imagine Krampus looks like.
If it actually does make sense because Santa is often, referred to as an elf of sorts. So it only makes sense that his counterpart, which is Krampus, would be troll-like.
It's a right jolly old elf. Um,
He's gonna choke you with his tail.
I guess it's just weird that there's like just a bit of fur there, and then nothing. I mean, it's all weird, but I mean, like some of it's a little weirder than other things. Okay, so now this looks kind of like this is like charcoal or paint or something.
His tattoos look like they're glowing.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, that one looks kind of friendly. It's got a candle, one horn, and then
One horn.
and then a hair horn.
Yeah. Although the eyes look human, like the whole thing looks a mask.
Yeah.
And then it looks like a horn coming out of his nose.
Oh yeah, it does look like that. It's really nice work with the candle, though. It's definitely like the candle is casting light on this.
Interesting.
All right,
Very Japanese like.
interesting. Like the dragon kind of thing. Yeah. Okay.
Do you scratch like nails in the wall and that.
I guess there's like light going through. No, and this looks like a sword hilt. And its face is like
Demonic.
very Speaking of which, this is kind of vaguely Slipknot.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that mouth. Or why is there a gold nose or whatever that is?
Black eyes.
Yeah, you can kind of see it's sort of like vaguely gorilla-ish. There's like a set of red horns and a set of black horns. Maybe they're black horns. They're also in shadow. Hard to say.
Almost like he has a mustache going on.
Oh, sure, yeah. I was just noticing that these horns have the textures of like small arms or something. It's somewhat vaguely fleshy looking, which was disturbing to me. And a weird row of like, it's like those teeth the teeth are so close together. It's like those hecklers, the things I think the paddles that you use to separate wool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, man. This one looks kind of mellow.
This looks like legitimately. It looks like a dude that would like randomly walk up to you on the street in New York City.
And they charge you money for a photograph. Hey, dude. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Um,
Which way is front? I don't know what we're looking at here. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I see. This is the front. Well, this leg is like gone. And this is its forearm, and then it's some kind of a hot iron, perhaps like a hot poker. Maybe that's part of Krampus's deal is that he carries a hot poker. Meanwhile, a really nicely rendered like area with that little house down here.
yes. All right.
Floating Krampus head with torches.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Mm-mm.
Weird.
Weird, but not bad.
Speaking of weird.
Yeah. It's almost like it's got like things are growing out of its head.
What, the horns?
Yeah, but they don't look like almost like they're too like not horn material, but like they're not going nowhere.
It's like earthworms.
Yep.
Excuse me. And it's like a red sash, so it's like actually got something drawn around it with like a button-up area here. So now this looks like it's a coat.
Mm.
It's Krampus's coat. I know very little about Krampus's anatomy, so I'm not sure what's canonical. Ah! I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't know. It looks confused. Yeah.
Looks kind of like a pipe coming down.
Yeah, this weird thing coming out of its face there. Uh, you know, there are aspects of this that are really good. This one has chosen to go with a couple of horns really close together. Yeah, horn placement, it seems to be fairly challenging for this too, because like you notice this is on the side, this is more close to the front, yeah, close to the front rather. But then like the shape of the eyes and stuff like this is kind of like sort of like Fluffy from Creepshow,
Yes,
vaguely.
vaguely.
Got a couple left here. This one,
Those look like bull horns that you mount on the wall.
oh yeah, they do. Is that a microphone on its nose? That's hard to say. Why would it be a microphone? Why not? Yeah, okay. His face is really lit up. Like was like a lot of. It's like there's light coming from inside it.
Insect-like.
Vaguely, yeah. Who's that? Is that eyes? What are we looking at there? I can't get it to get any closer.
Yeah, it's ice. It's ice.
It's like the top of something's head. It's big eyes, but like ET with a comb over. So that was the last of the Krampus ones. Okay. Oh, so okay. So I took a picture of myself, right?
Right.
Just because I was trying to get well, I had pictures available, and if you put a picture of yourself in the editor in part of the DreamStudio thing, it will then use it to like create a new image based on that image. So I used this image, which is just kind of like a very basic photograph of myself. Nothing special. Before I cut my hair or got my hair cut. And so that one, and also this one. So I use these two pictures in at various times and then I put in the prompt Santa Claus. This is like what I did when I did the prompt Superman and got those weird pictures that I put on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Santa Claus. Okay. So some of these are me face on and some of them are not. Some of them are to the side. But some of them are more or less Santa Claus. The other thing is you can determine the intensity of like how much of the original image is used.
Right.
So I had it on 50% to start with, and then I started moving it down to 25 and 10% because with 50%, I was basically just getting variations on me in that blue shirt.
Right.
But I would get more Santa Claus looking things the less, the smaller the number. So these kind of jump around as far as like, so if it looks more like Santa Claus, it was probably a lower, like 25 to 10%. And if it looks less like Santa Claus and more just like somebody with, well, it's not even my face. Well, you'll see. You'll see. Right. So that's one of the ones with more.
Right on.
With more Santa Claus than me, and then this one is just creates whole new people.
Right.
This was actually left over from another set of photographs. So anyway, there's another one.
You're like a whole new person.
Completely different person. And then there's more Santa Claus. Also stylized, like there's these flat colors and and double palms again. It has trouble with Santa, much like the jack-o'-lantern's faces. It has trouble with Santa's palms. This one's pretty cool. This is actually like the dead split between me and Santa Claus. Is, well, not me, but it obviously doesn't look that much like me. None of the things that look more like just a guy actually look like me, except maybe one of them. But Santa Claus? Santa Claus.
It looks like Santa Claus,
Yeah.
except your red ball's like dipped in blood.
Oh, yeah, it's red for some reason. Yeah, that's weird. Santa Claus. I like the extra kind of fabric there. Yellow eyebrows, not sure why. It's good with the friggin' double palms. Like, what the? Like, here's one palm, and then you got a palm there and a palm there. So the art styles are different too. It's also like, for the most part, like, except for the extra palm, this looks pretty, and also the weird kind of angular nature of these spots here. That looks pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I've got stars on my. It's like a Jack Frost more.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a bit of CG going on. Also, two palms, and then like it's mixed into the hair. Also, snowflakes in the background, which is pretty cool. It's that one.
you look like you're from New York City, possibly Jewish. You work in Barnes and Nobles, probably, or some type of small like New York City bookstore.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and you like bagels.
Probably. Okay, so here's one of those ones where there's like slightly different pictures. So I don't know why this beard looks so funky. It almost looks like bird feathers over here. But then this next one, go back, sorry. See that? See, it's
Yes.
only slightly different. If I actually have to keep it that. See how that? It's got more stars. And then the face is slightly. See how that works? So
Yes.
So there's a few of them that are like just little differences, and other ones where it's like bigger differences, but still the same layout, which is bizarre. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm fascinated by it. This is like Peter Griffin, sort of like an aged Peter Griffin. Hey, Lois. Merry Christmas. Merry freaking Christmas.
There you go.
Hey.
Okay, now you're from like. Hold on. It looks like you're possibly from, I want to say, Vermont, perhaps.
I can see that. It's like a sim.
Yes.
It's like a sim Santa Claus. Also, what are these? Like if these left the picture, I would assume that there was like a pendant at the bottom. Because it stops here, I don't know why it's like a little bell tentacles. Also no palm. But the fringe. Also no beard. Notice how it's like using my glasses also a lot. And I wasn't really smiling in that picture. I was just sort of, I don't think I was smiling. Yeah. That looks like a dude. That just looks like a guy.
Hey Nam, how you doing today?
And Nami. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little beer. Yeah, my stuffed up nose. And then just Santa Claus, like that looks like Santa Claus with his tips of his mustache are dipped in blood.
That looks like a Santa Claus from a dystopia society.
Okay. Oh, also two palms.
Two palms.
Am I crazy? Does the Santa hat actually have two palms, and I'm just like Mandela affecting myself into thinking that it does have one? Okay, good.
It has one.
Well, there you go. So this has a lopsided mustache there, and then and then two palms, and he's got his eyes closed. It looks like for some reason, and this is like a collar and a instead of t-shirt, and then they have a collar here as well. So that's it. It's upsetting. Oh, it's an ornament. But it's just like embedded in his face or off the glasses. Who knows? One palm, but also most of the hat is not there either. Just somebody's uncle.
Definitely from Manchester, New Jersey.
Okay. Ah, it's another one of those. There. It's a slight difference. It's in the face around here. See that? It's real slight, but it's there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
All right. Yeah, well, there you go. One palm, and it's on top. And then, here,
Whatever the
there's
hell
like
that
a weird
is.
sort of like, yeah, don't know. Everything else looks good. I mean, in as much as it looks weird. Two palms, and then another palm, a third palm here.
It looks like Papa Smurf.
Also, this guy, it seems like to be wearing a t-shirt over a thicker red shirt. Oh yeah, Papa Smurf, definitely. I can see that.
Trust the Gordon's fisherman.
Hello.
Oh God.
Two palms.
Looks like he shaved here.
Oh yeah. Friendly sort. Tiny white palm. And then like bloodstains? What's going on there?
Bloodstains.
Oh no, it's like fabric or something. Oh, and a button. Give me a button-up shirt. That that is definitely closer to my face at the time. I've got shorter hair now, but whatever. Okay. It's a happy looking fella. And then there's like a little extra thing down there. The guy with his eyes closed, standing in front of, I guess, Christmas trees. Yep. That's probably actually, aside from the blue eyes, that's what I'm gonna look like. It's like Adam Savage, and then like, but with really white, and then dark up here, and then for some reason Santa Palms stuck in there, like one properly attached to the. Anyway, it's just bizarre. That was Walt Disney. Or
Except, well, he dyed his mustache.
yeah, or it's stains, like nicotine stains. Also, teeth are slightly off center. But whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks like a dude. Oh yeah. I mean, it's like John Sylvain or something in a few years. I don't know if I can't. I have a cold, or else I'd do his voice. He's got such a great voice. All right.
Just a dude.
Just a dude. Same dude, but wait. It's the ears. See that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And the
Yep.
shoulder. Yeah. Okay. And then this one just looks like a drawing. Let's see. Got the hat. You got something that's not a palm, but it is blue like the shirt. So I mean, like, I think they're just confusing elements. And then, like, maybe it goes around the back and then hangs off over there. So that's forgivable. In fact, if I took like this background and then sort of smudged that out so it wasn't there, then I'd have to even out this shoulder or fill it in here. And that could be a picture of something.
True.
And sometimes it's extra detail, which is just fascinating.
Bizarre.
Trees, and it looks like my shoulders are actually snow covered. Oh, and that's, I think, the last one in those. So, yes. That's what happened when I put Santa Claus into the search. Into the prompt there. So, okay. Here is a series of Arnold Schwarzenegger as Santa Claus.
Oh God.
There's one.
He's been drinking.
Maybe. Little red.
I come to make your day.
Yeah. Looks like him.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on over here. Multiple Santas, maybe. Also, his beard's around his neck. So Arnold Schwarzenegger as Santa Claus. There we go.
That's more like him.
Yeah. Then there's like the beard that's not the beard. But one palm, though. So that's pretty cool. Also, it looks like t-shirt style t-shirt cuff with a fringe. Looks like he's about to dance. Also, this looks a little more like Josh Brolin. Just a little bit more. Or Brolin. Two palms.
Two palms and his muscles.
And then like like a strap there, like it's either like a gun holster or maybe some overalls, but probably like a gun holster. Tracksuit looking kind of thing. Tree in the background, out of focus. To give it a sense of depth. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Yee. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That didn't
his
really
eyes
come
are
together.
messed.
Meanwhile, there's huge palm here. And a huge palm, I think, here. I'm not sure what's happening with the head and why there's extra fabric there. I don't know what's going on there. And then an ornament in the middle of there, and then there he is with no hands. Like,
Yeah. After a while, it looks like it starts to lose it.
yeah.
Like it's like going in overload.
And that one is just a very happy Santa Claus with black gloves on. And aside from the having two palms, that's a pretty good image. So that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then to take it around the other direction, I decided to do Santa Claus as the Terminator. And a couple of these you'll recognize the shape because it started putting this shape into lots of different pictures. Like it's kept incorporating the photos I'd put in some way. So, not this one. Santa Claus as the Terminator. Don't see any Terminator, see Santa Claus, multiple palms, big red ball. There we go, that's a little better. Meanwhile, if you notice, it's the shape of one of my photos. And then there's metal in his face, and that's about it.
Just Santa Claus.
Just Santa Claus. It was a hallway kind of thing. This is kind of like that mall, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The Galaxy Galleria Mall or whatever the heck it was.
With two belts.
With two belts, yeah. It's another one of those that looks like it's based on my photo. Painted. Not really Terminator, but it is red. Oh, it is kind of. It's got the leather jacket there. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. It's a very specific reference for people. And again. Like metal here a little bit, but mostly just Santa Claus.
With a teardrop.
With a teardrop. Oh, yeah. You can see that a lot better than I can. Anyway. He's got... I mean, that's something. I don't know what it is, but that's something. That's interesting. It's also very symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't see any Terminator there, but that does kind of look like a gun. And double palms again. So it's like Santa's hat is the jack-o'-lantern of Christmas, as far as like trying to figure out what's what. And also, look at those eyes. Yeah, it's freaking out. And a candy cane back there, and in a leather jacket or a trench coat or something. Yeah, it's like Kyle Reese with a shotgun on the back there. It's Kyle Reese Santa. Santa Reese. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we're running out of time.
I had a problem with Reese.
With Kyle Reese?
Yeah.
What was your problem with Kyle Reese?
Well, like I get what he was trying to do with his mission and everything like that, but if you really think about it, dude, like he drops out of the future.
Uh-huh.
He robs a bum and puts on a bum's dirty pants.
Yep.
And then later through the movie, he like has raw dog sex with Sarah Connor, but doesn't have like the decency to wash himself first. Like he pulled the dirty man's pants off of his ass and just kind of like went right and kind of just went to town. And it's like, dude, you were in a clothing store. You stole a shirt. You stole a pair of sneakers. You stole a jacket, but you couldn't find time to like steal a pair of clean pants. No, I don't know, underwear.
Hey, it's a puzzler. So this next series is Batman as Santa Claus, with varying results and various art styles.
This I gotta see.
There's the first one.
Right on. Red cape.
Red cape.
Very, very merry.
Bat belt.
Bat belt.
Bat the belt.
Still Batman.
Batman, red background.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened here.
Some psycho.
Right, yeah. And look at the hat. Like, good lord, what's with that? The hat.
Although they could have taken Alfred, one of the Alfreds, and did it that way.
I guess. It's Batman with the mask, or Santa Claus with the Batman mask on. Part of it.
Part of it.
Oh, one palm though. That's cool.
Okay.
Santa Batman. Da, 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 da,
Da-da.
It's actually a good bat logo too. That's one of the best ones that I've seen so far. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's basically Batman with a Santa hat and a Santa beard put on, and then like, okay, that's pretty funny. Some red cape.
Red cape, Santa Claus in the background.
So it's like Batman's Spawn, and then something going on there. I'm not sure what that is. Let's get a look. Huh. Oh. Huh.
Alrighty.
Huh.
Don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Okay, Santa Claus stole Batman's cape
Apparently, and gloves.
and gloves
He's happy about it. In one palm.
and one palm.
That's
Okay, that's just Batman with a green cape.
Just Batman. Yeah, just
With a green
Batman
cape.
with the green cape. Sure, okay.
Yep.
Huh. Santa Batman, but more just Santa with red or Batman with red elements. All right. Well, again, Batman, and then there's like
Nice symbol though.
symbol looks good.
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
It's another one where Batman has put on his outfit and then put on Santa's jacket and pants over it, and then also like a beard and stuff on, but like can't uncover his face.
I don't know why, but that has like a very like forgive me, Adam West, but that has like a very Adam West like theme to it, like 1969 Batman. Yeah, right, 69. Batman 66.
66, yeah.
Oh God, take my geek license away at this point.
That's
But
okay.
but it's almost like they had like a Christmas special, and Batman has to infiltrate like some type of warehouse disguised as Santa Claus, but he has his Batman suit underneath it.
And he can't uncover his eyes because
Right.
people, yeah. Because if they see his eyes under the beard, and then they keep that in their mind, and then when they see Batman with the face where his eyes are covered, his mouth isn't, they could maybe superimpose in their brains the parts of his face that they've seen and get one face and be like, it's so and so.
Yep.
It's Bruce Wayne. Hey, don't know. There's a present over here. Let's look like he's got like long johns. Well, it's like Santa's. Okay, so and then the buckle becomes like a sort of a bat signal or a bat symbol.
Belt. Yep.
And then the last one of Batman as Santa Claus is this one here.
All right. It's like Batman has stolen, or Santa stolen Batman's outfit, kind of.
Something.
But it looks like he has breasts.
Kind of. The background is interesting. It's like sort of like a ruined city or something. Yeah. So that's Batman as Santa Claus. Then I did Santa Claus as Conan the Barbarian.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these. It's the first one. And then this one is a little bit, see, it's one of these where it's got two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one. I don't know what the hell this is.
Already.
It's pretty bizarre. It looks like David Harbour as Santa as Conan. I'll sort of, actually, there's no really, I mean, this looks like kind of part of a sword thing, but also doesn't really look like anything. As Jared Leto. By the way, there's not Jared Leto. You can see there's difference though. It's the same image, but this one has like red bits on its face, so like blood or something. Alright, there you go. Guess he's holding a sword or something, maybe.
Going through his arm.
There we go. That's a good one. Just Santa casually
holding weapons.
Holding bizarre bladed weapons. I
Merry
assume.
Christmas, Billy.
This is more like Santa Claus and Conan the Barbarian. Going off on an adventure together. Be slaying some fools. One horse open slaying some fools. This actually looks more like Clark Griswold, kind of, with sort of. And then there's like, I don't know. If it wasn't going directly into the sleeve, I would say that's a sword, but I have no idea what that is. Still, there's some cool looking ornate things here. That just looks like a Conan. Very little Santa elements in it. Then we're back to more Santa elements, and then the weird extra fabric for the hat there. But one poem.
Yep. Now it's starting to lose it.
Yep. Again, it's like it can't decide what it wants to do more. But it's weird how all the Conans look very similar to each other. They've agreed that it's a long-haired guy with a beard. Oh, maybe that's what it is, because we don't usually see Conan with beard and mustache. So maybe it's because Santa Claus, it's incorporating, instead of making it white, it's making it not white.
Sort of like a Norwegian Viking Santa.
Yeah.
Holding like some type of spear.
Some type. And in this one.
Great, he's holding a weapon and it's got blood on him.
Yes. So that's all the time we have for our October special for December of 2022. I have more Santa Claus, I have more Cthulhu, I have so many more photos that we didn't get to. Bits of AI art. So, Hunter, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I don't talk to you again before the new year, you have a happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy Kwanzaa if you celebrate it, and anything else that you celebrate. Everybody out there, be decent to each other and have a happy holiday season.
Or as we say in this house, bright solstice, because that's what we celebrate, winter solstice. But to everybody, just what Tyson said, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy everything. And we'll see you guys, we'll see you when we see you. So, yeah, absolutely. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good time, folks.